putting the ball on the floor quite a bit right now. Welch front court, and Limble knocks it away. Welch runs it down, and now Limble's going to be called for the foul. She's in the wrong place at the wrong time there. She was on the floor, and then Welch fell over the top of her. And that'll be team foul number 4 on the Yellow Jackets. Caden Brown set to check in. Caden checks in for Sydney Standridge. Under their own basket. Westside has it. Hedger loses it. Looks like she walked. No call. Shot up. No good. Rebound Westside. Shot up and good. Destiny Hale scores. And they've whittled the lead down to 2. It's 11-9.
Parks across midcourt. Defenders there. Back to Katie Gifford for the post. She can play outside as well. On the left wing to Keith. Back out high to Parks. Right, left, takes a step behind the three-point line. In and out, won't go. Rebound by the Warriors. Hey, they got a chance to tie or take the lead. This time down the floor. 10 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Cross midcourt, defended by Keith. Behind the back, 6'5", into the lane. Runner, left-handed, forces it up on Gifford. Foul called. And 2 free throws upcoming for the Warriors. They've got a chance to tie with 3.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter.
That's about the 4th drive by Hedger on the inside. She kind of throws it up. That time the official bailed her out on that off-balance shot. She's got a chance to tie the game here with 3.5 seconds left.
And the first one is up and in. 11-10. Substitutions for the Yellow Jackets. McDonald in. And misses the second. Ball goes out of bounds. And last touch by the Warriors belongs to Clinton, but only 1 second remaining in the opening quarter. They'll inbound it. That'll do it. Clinton 11, Westside 10. After 1, stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, the Yellow Jackets jumped out to a quick 9-0 lead, forced Jonesboro Westside to take a timeout. But from that point on, Westside outscored the Yellow Jackets 10-2, and they're back in the ball game. It's only an 11-10 Clinton lead, and Jonesboro Westside will have the ball start the second quarter. Original starting lineup in the game for the Yellow Jackets.
And just below our broadcast position, here come the Warriors. McDonald defending near midcourt. Back out to Hedger. Huffstetler at the top. Free throw line. Hedger dribbles down to the baseline. Shot up won't go. Long. Standard saves it back inbounds to McDonald. And Reese picked up. Defended by Izzy Wolf. Long pass ahead to Keith. Catches on the move. 3-on-1. Now behind the three-point line. Parks is up. And there it is. Her second three-point field goal of the ball game. Abigail Parks.
Give a heads up to Sydney Standridge. If she doesn't save that ball in the corner, it's Jonesboro Westside's basketball. There's the assist. It was 94 feet away.
Destiny Hale, Hedger with the ball. She'll drive the lane from the right side this time. Get up in the air, draw contact, and 2 free throws upcoming for Hedger. That'll be the 6th team foul on the Yellow Jackets. We've seen Hedger go left. We saw her that time go right. She is a left-handed shooter. She gets the first free throw, 14-11. Senior guard for the Warriors. And the second, 14-12. The lead cut to 2. Pressure in the backcourt. Quickly, Parks into McDonald. Back to Abigail. Up the floor to Standridge at midcourt. Looks ahead to Gifford. She's on the right side, outside the lane. Back to Standridge. Shot blocked at the elbow, and the Warriors recover just in front of their bench. They need help. Huffstetler's got it. Back to Welch. Long pass ahead behind the defense. Catch, shoot, and score. The two-pointer up and in by Destiny Hale. We're tied at 14. 7 minutes in the second. And they steal into the backcourt. Hedger's got it. Almost lost it. Keith defending. Gets to the baseline. Left, right. Forces the shot. Count the basket and the foul. A chance at the three-point play from Madison Hedger. The Warriors have taken their first lead of the ball game, 16-14.
And a turnover against that press. That, the long, slow pass. You got to try to avoid those. Westside picked it off and turned it into points.
Hedger misses the free throw. Rebound. Reese McDonald has it up the floor. Defense in front of her. Into the corner. Parks. Back to McDonald. Top of the key. She can shoot the three. It's up. This one off the back of the rim. Long rebound to Parks. She'll put it right back up the three. Misses off the rim. Inside. Rebound tipped around. Loose on the floor. Gifford has it. Back to Standridge. Behind the three-point line. Parks. Now she'll step back three. This one's high off the back of the rim. Hits the floor. And Welch recovers for the Eagles. So three-point attempts by the Yellow Jackets. Just couldn't get those to go. Cross midcourt. Welch keeps her dribble. Kicks it out in the corner. Three-point attempt by Destiny Hill. Won't go off the board. Loose on the floor. Warriors recover. They'll shoot the three. It's Hedger. It's up off the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound. Welch shot blocked out of bounds by Katie Gifford.
Couple long rebounds there. Kept that alive for Westside. And now have the ball into their own basket here.
Coach Matthew Post standing up at the end of that Yellow Jacket bench, watching his defense. They'll inbound it to Welch. Get it back to Hedger. She'll pull up. Free throw line extended. Shot off the back of the rim. Won't go. And it's off the hands of the Warriors, out of bounds. Yellow Jacket ball. 6 minutes in the second. Trailing by 2.
Looks like Westside is most effective just driving the ball to the basket. Have not been very effective off the perimeter.
Inbound the ball to McDonald's. They'll give chase. Couple defenders. She'll weave through them. Get the ball up the floor. Outside the lane. Hands it off to Gifford. Quickly back to Parks. Swings it to Keith. She's open for a three. The right-hander up and in. Kinley Keith with the three-point field goal. The third of the day for the Yellow Jackets. Back in front by 1. 17-16.
And the senior with 5 points.
And quickly. Hale with it. She'll kick it out. Three-point attempt. Three-point basket. Good. That's Izzy Wolf. Puts Westside back in front. 19-17. Ball knocked out of bounds. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets.
Wolf, a sophomore, first three of the game, and pretty much the first basket outside the lane, pretty much for Jonesboro Westside.
Parks into McDonald, back to Abigail. Pressure in the backcourt, up ahead to Standridge, across midcourt, on the dribble, kick out, Gifford. Back to Parks, three-pointer is up, and in. Abigail with number 3, 20-19.
Get a couple threes, get a couple shots to go down, everything starts to look a little bit better.
Cross midcourt, still a little hectic. Hedger on the drive, splits two defenders, scoops it up with the left hand, scores. The official says count the basket and the foul. 21-20, Westside with a free throw to come.
It's just continued drive to the basket. There's you wouldn't really call it any type of offense of some type of motion. They're just going to put their head down and go to the basket, and they've been successful with it so far.
Either going to score or draw the foul. That's what Hedger does. She makes the free throw, but quickly Clinton breaks the press. Standridge on the run. Defender in front of her is Wolf. She'll pass it behind. And back to Parks. Open for another three, the right wing. This one nice spin, but it comes off the back of the rim. Rebound to Clinton. McDonald's got it. She'll drive the left side into a defender. And a foul is going to be called. I think that foul whistled maybe before Reese ran into the Warrior. So that goes against Westside there.
Yeah, the foul was on the floor before she got to the other defender.
Third team foul on Westside here in the first half. 4:49 to go in the second. Look inside to Gifford. Not there. Back out high. Fake left. Back right. And the official's going to say Clinton took an extra step. A turnover. Westside with the ball and a 2-point lead. Into the ball game returns Maggie Gresham. And out goes Abigail Parks. And Katie Gifford. Also Gracie Linville back in the contest. In the backcourt, McDonald defending. One-on-one with Welch. She'll hand it off to Hedger. Players collide. Hedger goes to the floor. Ball gets loose. It's out of bounds and belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
Like a chain reaction. Kinley Keith came over the top of the screen. She got tripped by the screener, not intentionally. And then Kinley fell into the ball handler, and she went down. The ball went out of bounds. Just kind of a chain reaction of really nobody intended to do any of that.
Westside drops back. in the zone. Clinton walks it across. Now let's set the offense. Not had a lot of really half-court sets. It seems like the pace has been so fast. Linville with it out near midcourt. Picks up her dribble. Needs help. She gets it to Kinley Keith. Back to McDonald. Closely guarded there. Kinley on the drive down to the right side. Back to McDonald. Goes off her foot. Loose. And Welch has got it for the Warriors. Cross midcourt, 2 defenders, Linville and McDonald. She splits them, puts it off the glass. Won't go. Rebound in the air. Down on the floor. Scramble for it. I think Huffstetler's there. Tied up. Alternate possession to the Yellow Jackets. 3:59 in the second. Linville to inbound. She does to McDonald. They look to double team. She quickly throws it back to Linville. Ahead to Standridge. 3-on-2. Standridge in the lane. Kick out. And McDonald ends up with it. Back behind the three-point line. Swing it inside. Gresham tries to make a move. Good stop by Wolf. Back to Linville. She's going to drive. Official says travel. And the turnover.
Jackets several unforced turnovers.
I want to say it's been a long time since we've seen a game like this for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Maybe this kind of pace, how it's been. Like I said, a little hectic, a lot of turnovers. It's been a while. In the backcourt. We'll work it across as Welch. McDonald with it, defending. Off to Hale. She'll dribble from left, right. Ball gets loose into the corner, and Gifford comes up with it. Keep it on the dribble. Right hand, left hand, up near midcourt. Pass ahead to Keith. And long pass across the floor to Standard. She's going to dribble in. And her pass is going to sail out of bounds. Turnover by Clinton.
And the Yellow Jackets cannot get out of their own way right now. That time they had numbers. Katie Gifford dribbled out of a triple team down here on the backcourt, so you knew you had numbers in the front court. And the Yellow Jackets cannot convert it. Very uncharacteristic of their play tonight.
22-20, 3:12 clock running in the second quarter. Quick three-point attempt up, won't go, off the rim. Rebound, Keith, quickly over to Katie Gifford. Pass ahead to McDonald. One defender in front, one behind. She's going to take it on the left side. Shot won't go, rebound out of bounds, but last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Reese McDonald does not miss many of those when she finishes. No. She did have a defender behind her, in front of her. I don't know if she felt that one coming up behind, but
as a two-time All-Stater, we've seen those left-handed layups pretty much automatic. Yellow Jackets only down by 2.
On the drive, shot by Hill, won't go. Gresham takes it out of the air, off to Katie McJunkins into the ballgame. Last long pass ahead to Kinley Keith. She puts it off the glass. Good. We're tied at 22.
Kinley has 7.
And Clinton pressure, knock it away. Jonesboro recovers, still in the backcourt. Hedger with it now. She'll get it across, avoid the 10-second call. Dribble down, loses it with her left hand. Gresham tips it up in the air. Somehow she recovers, gets the shot, won't go. Rebound, Katie Gifford. Over to Katie McJunkins. Katie with the left-hander up the floor in traffic. Pass to Gresham, gets loose. Westside has it. Now it's loose on the floor. Trying to pick it up. Dive on. Tied up. Alternate possession to Westside. We're almost out of breath talking. I don't know if the girls are going to be out of breath at the pace of this one. 2:06 in the second.
Yeah, the Jackets want to run, but they may have forced that one as Westside had 2 defenders back.
And Welch on the dribble against Keith across midcourt. Right, left, middle for Keith reaches in to take it away. Ball gets loose. And now the official is going to tie it up. Held ball. Alternate position to Clinton.
Sure glad Clinton had that possession because the referee blew that whistle pretty late. The ball had already squirted away and was picked up by Maggie Gresham. But 2 minutes left in the first quarter. We're tied at 22. The Yellow Jackets like to get a flurry here in this final 2 minutes.
McJunkins at the top. Gifford's in the lane at the free throw line. Keith whip it over to Parks in the corner. She's open for 3. It's number 4, Abigail Parks, 25-22.
They need a defensive stop here. Without fouling, they've got 18 fouls, so Westside will shoot free throws.
1 minute, 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Into the ballgame, Addison Montgomery for the Warriors. She'll put the shot up and drop it in off the glass. 25-24, Montgomery for 2.
That's a quick basket for Westside there.
Parks down the floor, pulls up top of the key. This shot won't go off the rim, but Gresham has the rebound. Swings it back to Abigail. This time she's on the move. Players collide, and they're going to whistle Abigail Parks for the charge. She was behind the three-point line. Gresham got the rebound. Parks on the move into the lane hard. She took the pass and passed it off, but on the follow-through, she's whistled for the charge. 1:09 second quarter.
It's almost like we're just a little too fast tonight. We're trying to force things instead of they've had such a tough schedule this year. They've seen 6A and 5A teams.
Huffstetler with a shot. Three-pointer won't go. Long rebound off the back of the rim. McJunkins from Gifford. Warriors poke it loose. Clinton recovers. 50 seconds. And Gifford's going to have to chase that one down near midcourt. She saves it backwards, but the Warriors have it. Montgomery on the run. Keith pokes it away. Out of bounds. It'll belong to Warriors, but Kinley Keith with good hustle. Maybe saved a layup by Montgomery. Here comes Gracie Linville back into the ball game.
And another unforced error by the Yellow Jackets.
From the baseline, Montgomery to inbound for the Warriors. Behind the three-point line. Over to Huffstetler. Gets it inside to Wolf. Back outside to Georgia Spinks. She wants to dribble down to the baseline. Picks it up. Needs help. Bounce pass. Montgomery. Now back out to Wolf. Dribble down to Huffstetler. And Georgia Spinks. Right, left. Just outside the lane. Shot up won't go. Offside rebound to Gresham. 16 seconds. Second quarter. Clinton with the ball in a 1-point lead. Gresham up to Gifford. Into the corner to Linville. She's open for three. This won't go off the rim. Offside rebound to Standards. The two-pointer up won't go. Tipped. Gresham recovers. She'll put the shot up. Misses. Westside with the rebound. The horn sounds. The first half has come to an end. Clinton got off to a fast start. The teams trade the lead back and forth in the second quarter. It's a 1-point ball game, 25-24. Yellow Jackets leading the Westside Warriors. Whew. We better step away for a moment, catch our breath. Back to the studio. But stay with us. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague joins me. Alora O'Neill's on the video stream. Opening day of Class 4A Regional Basketball from Yellow Jacket Arena. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's basketball game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket basketball boosters, by Arkansas Mountain Realty, by PEH Supply, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Dr. Jamie Beavers Dental, by Ingram Tire, by the Western Sizzlin', by Clinton Drug, and by Main Street Floors. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Hi, I'm Joey Dobbs with State Farm Insurance here in Clinton. We are proud to support Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports, and we're here to support you on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, and supplemental health insurance, stop by today. We're located just off of Highway 65 before the Little Red River next to H&R Block. Give us a call at 745-6323 or visit our website at calljoeydobbs.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, back here at Yellow Jacket Arena in the opening round of the 4A East regional tournament. And at the half, it's the Clinton Yellow Jackets, the number 1 seed from Conference 5, 25. And Jonesboro Westside, the number 4 seed from Conference 3, 24. Clinton leads 25-24. Here at the half, scoring for Jonesboro Westside, Addison Montgomery with 2, Lainey Welch with 4, Megan Hedger 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 points in the first half. Destiny Hale has 4, and Izzy Wolf has 3 points, the only three-pointer of the night so far for Jonesboro Westside. Only 3 Yellow Jackets have scored in the first half. Sydney Standridge has 6. Kinley Keith with 7, including a 3-point basket. And Abigail Parks with 12 points, 4 3-point baskets. Yellow Jackets have 5 threes in the first half. Reese McDonald yet to score tonight for the Yellow Jackets. And so maybe look for her to get hopefully a big second half for Clinton. Yellow Jackets uncharacteristically turned the ball over quite a bit in the first half, and kind of seemed like they were just out of sync, maybe a step too fast, trying to go too fast, too quick here tonight before a pretty nice crowd. Crowd still coming in. Some of the fans from games coming up later this evening are starting to come in to the arena.
Well, tell folks who some of the teams coming down from Louis Stark. I've seen them. It's fun when you get to tournament time. I see the teams coming in, getting ready for their games later tonight. They're watching in the stands. And
well, we got both Brooklyn teams here, and I know both Highland teams are here. The other girls' game tonight, that'll be the number 1 seed from Conference 3, Batesville Southside, or Southside Batesville, they like to be called, versus the number 4 team from our conference, Pulaski Academy. That game will be at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night in girls, Brooklyn and Bauxite. That game will be at 4 o'clock. And the Heber Springs Lady Panthers take on Highland tomorrow night. That game will be at 7 o'clock here at the arena. Let's see if we can pull up those boys' games. Got a really nice game program. If you come to the ball game, pick one up.
Did I hear correctly? Did my call tell me he saw in the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette that the Blytheville boys team is now ranked the number 1 overall team in the state, all classifications? Did I get that right?
Say that.
We may have to double check on that, but there's going to be some good caliber basketball here in Yellow Jacket Arena.
Coming up next, it'll be the Little Rock Christian boys versus Highland. That game will be at 5:30. Little Rock Christian, the champion of Conference 5. Then later tonight, the number 1 team from the East, I know the number 1 team in Class 4A, Blytheville, the Chickasaws, will take on Lone Oak. That game will be tonight at 8:30. And then tomorrow night, it'll be Brooklyn, the Bearcats versus Clinton. That game will start at 5:30. And the nightcap tomorrow night will be Pulaski Robinson versus Forest City. So a lot of basketball to be played here in Clinton this week. A lot of folks in town. And so it's been a festive atmosphere already here tonight at the arena.
Hey, Ralph Blagg's here.
I know.
We spent a lot of time with regional and state tournaments with Ralph through the years. So we're talking about some of these teams that we played before. We went up to Truman one year and spent a weekend playing regional basketball.
Yeah.
That's right. Remember Haley Scott, Logan Blagg, some of those girls? Hey, thanks to, when you come up too, thanks to Ralph Blagg. I noticed he and a lot of other folks, they've sponsored the program. The setup got a nice program that's it's got the menu board from the Hive over what you can order when you get it. It's got all the teams. It's got some pictures from businesses around the town here and some of the kids as well. And so you can check that out.
HPQ, also one of the big sponsors. Hey, I want to shout out to Robin Huggins and her after-school class. They're watching over on the smart boards over down in elementary. They're watching in. JoJo Jones, he's watching down in Searcy tonight, going to school at Harding University, and I'm sure there's many other folks listening and watching in tonight. I think Jan and Bill Brown, they may be watching tonight up on the hill.
In this early start, a lot of folks still in town, still at work before they can get off, but we'll be here till, well, the only game that we're going to broadcast for the Yellow Jackets. We'll be here watching some games after that. And if you want it, there is no central live stream from the arena here that will just give you a video of all the games. But at the various schools, those that do broadcast either over the air through the live stream or back home to their radio stations, they might be here tonight. We're the only ones currently broadcasting this game between Clinton and Westside, but I'm sure some of those other folks will be around tonight. If you Google around a little bit for a particular school that you see in a game on the bracket, you might be able to find that. If not, we'll certainly update you when we get back on the air tomorrow for that 5:30 girls game. A couple minutes. Well, let's go ahead and take one more break, because when we return, we'll be ready for second half basketball. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security banking center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, we come back to action here. The Yellow Jackets lead 25-24. This is an elimination game. If you win today, you're guaranteed 3 more ball games. But you don't win this one, your season comes to an end. The Lady Yellow Jackets did not want it to end here, and they lead 25-24 as we start the second half.
Westside opens with the basketball. It's Lainey Welch. She'll pass it away on the dribble. Travel going to be called. I believe that's Destiny Hill with the basketball. And Yellow Jackets 5 on the floor here to start the second half. Reese McDonald, Abigail Parks, Maggie Gresham. No, excuse me, that's Kinley Keith, City Standards, and Katie Gifford.
No backcourt pressure. 1-2-2 zone defense to start the second half for Westside. Not sure how many adjustments had to be made at halftime other than maybe just slowing down just a little bit here in the second half.
Warriors poke it out of bounds. Keep it with Clinton just below our broadcast position here on the visiting side of Yellow Jacket Arena. If you're watching on the live stream, you're seeing the home crowd across the way behind the scorer's table. KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. Anywhere in the world. Into the corner. Quickly whip it from right to left. Parks has got 4 threes. This time she'll drive the baseline. Tries to pass inside to Standridge and is picked off by Welch. Warriors going the other way. Welch gets it back across midcourt. Hesitates. Kinley Keith stays with her. Gets up in the air. Shot won't go. Rebound off the hands of Keith, out of bounds. Just in front of the Clinton student section. Yeah, got a lot of kids here tonight. Or this afternoon. They really came straight from school to get over for this 4 o'clock tip. Still no score here to start the second half. 1 minute in. So we've got Welch and Spinks. She's going to drive in the lane. Put up a left-handed shot. Won't go. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. It belongs to Clinton.
Jackets, you get the offense clicking. Try to get a little lead. Put a little pressure on the west side to play from behind. When you're the underdog, as long as you stay in the game, the more dangerous you become.
Good ball movement. Pass inside to Standridge from Gifford. Excuse me, that's Parks. Shot won't go. On the rebound. But tied up. Alternate possession to Clinton on the baseline. Keith inbound. Warriors going to try to keep the Jackets out of the lane. Back out high to McDonald behind the three-point line. Over to Parks. Catch and shoot 3. This one won't go. Off the rim, out of bounds. And it belongs to Westside.
Abigail with 4 threes in the first half. She's had games this year with 8. She had 18 three-pointers over a 3-game stretch this year.
And Welch gets by the defender, but her pass is picked off by McDonald. Reese racing down the floor. She's ahead of the pack. And she's going to be whistled for carrying the ball. I don't know. I wonder if she felt some footsteps. It looked like she kind of hesitated, looked back just a little bit, and her hand came up just enough under the ball. A turnover back to West Side.
Reese yet to score tonight. That's very unusual.
What, Clinton's, I guess, maybe the leading scorer, maybe both her sophomore, junior year, and maybe so far this year. Pass inside, Huffstetler kicks it back out to Welch. Now behind the three-point line, toss it across the way. Spinks with it. She'll put up a two-point attempt. Won't go off the back of the rim. Standards high for the rebound. Pulls it down. Keeps it herself. Gets it across midcourt. Huffstetler defending. And a little bump on the run there. And the foul whistled against Elizabeth Huffstetler.
Yeah, very few fouls for Westside in the first half. I think only 14 fouls total. The Yellow Jackets fouled 8 times in that first half. I think if you get Reese a basket, you might get a bunch here.
Still 25-24. The Yellow Jacket lead 5 minutes, 45 seconds in the third. Kinley Keith for three. It's up and in. Keith, is that her second? First, that's her second three-point field goal. She's in double figures. That's the defensive specialist. She can shoot the ball as well. 28-24.
Yeah, definitely one of her best offensive nights of the year so far. The defensive player of the year in the conference last year.
On the drive. Nice finish by Lainey Welch. 2 points for Westside, 28-26. McDonald quickly down the floor, gets by one, kicks it out to Parks, open for three, just short off the rim. Rebound by Welch, and she'll keep it herself. Up the floor, ahead to Hedger. Had a big first half. She's going to drive, put it up again, the left hand, shot off the glass, won't go. Out of bounds, it belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
Good chance to get a good possession here, try to get a two-possession lead. Jackets lead by 2 here. It's been nip and tuck since they had that 9-0 lead.
McDonald and Keith out high. Gifford free throw line out to Parks. She's open for a three from the corner. It's up and in. Abigail Parks, number 5, 31-26.
Biggest lead since the first couple of minutes for Clinton. Now at 5. Now you need a good defensive stop here.
On the drive, Welch outside the lane. Shot short. McDonald takes it out of the air. Reese with it. Pass ahead to Standards across midcourt. Couple of defenders. Keith, left, right. McDonald for three. It's up. Won't go off the back of the rim. Rebound to West Side, Georgia Spinks.
Well, she got a good look there, and that one extra pass had her wide open.
4:20 to go in the third. Substitution upcoming for the Warriors. Izzy Wolf will check back in at the next break in the action. Coach Matthew Post up, coaching his defense. Welch on the drive, short. Standards was defending. Kinley Keith takes it. McDonald ahead to Gifford. 3-on-2. Katie's on the right side. Into the defender. Gets the shot up. It won't go, but she's fouled. Katie Gifford to the free throw line.
Good job by Katie to force the action, take it to the defender, force the foul, and now get to the free throw line. And when you get to postseason, free throws wins ball games.
And Gifford's first is up and in.
Remember last year, the Yellow Jackets down the stretch didn't shoot free throws very well. Then they got in the postseason, and those 3 games at Harrison in the state tournament last year when the Lady Yellow Jackets went to the Final Four, they really shot free throws well. Tonight they're 3 for 3.
32-26 is the lead. Gifford makes it. Oh, she misses off the rim. And rebound to Izzy Wolf into the ball game. Gets it out the floor to Hedger. She's going to take it across midcourt, put it behind the back. Left, she's going to take it all the way to the left side off the glass. Good. That's Megan Hedger, 32-28.
Hedger has 11 to lead the Warriors.
Standards dribbles in, draws a double team, kicks it back out. McDonald for 3. It's up just short off the front of the rim. Wolf with the rebound. Outlet pass to Georgia Spinks. Back to Hedger. Cross midcourt.
I think Reese just needs to grab that thing and shoot it. She got a little hesitation going here.
Hedger's going to drive again, put it up with the left hand. The runner, 32-30.
Back in the game, left-handed.
Parks for 3, just in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. This one won't go off the rim. Offside rebound, Addison Montgomery into the ball game. Gets it to Hedger. Keith defending. Right, left, across midcourt. Look to her to drive again. She does. Gets by the defense with the right hand. It won't go.
Difference when she drives right than when she drives left.
Going the other way. Gifford into the lane. Kick out to Parks. Quickly to McDonald. Whips it over to Kinley Keith. Open for 3. This one off the rim. Won't go. Off the hands. Kinley dives to the floor. Hutstetler ends up with Standridge. She'll put it up and in. Sydney Standridge for 2. 34-30. Coach Matthew Post wants a timeout. 2:44 in the third. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
And the Jackets led by 1 at the half. They have a 4-point lead here. 2:33 left in this one, or in the third quarter.
And the zone defense shot up won't go. Clinton comes away with it. Gifford off to Parks, up the floor, across midcourt, right hand, left hand on the dribble, over to Kinley Keith, picked up quickly by the defense, swing it left to right. McDonald. Reese, quick three, it's up, off the rim, won't go. Kinley Keith with a long rebound, recovers, back to McDonald. Now this time she's going to drive. Runner puts up 2. I think blocked. Welch can't save it before it goes out of bounds. Keep with the Yellow Jackets. Well, you like what you saw there, McDonald. She did not hesitate that time on that catch and shoot 3, and then she took it on the drive on the dribble. Maybe they talked about that during the timeout. Reese going to go and get a breather, though. She's out of the game. Here comes Gracie Linville.
I think right now maybe look to get Sydney Standards inside, let her attack the basket. And, of course, Abigail Parks on the perimeter.
Gracie Linville for 3. It's up just short off the rim. Long rebound, though. Gracie gets it herself. And she'll clear over to Kinley Keith.
Right there. Oh,
Gracie gets it back. Inside to Gifford at the high post. Kick out to Parks. Open for 3 in the corner. It's up and in. Number 6 for Abigail Parks. 37-30. Maybe the biggest
I was going to say, just before that, just missed Sydney at the low block, but it worked out as Abigail knocked down a 3 and Clinton with a 7-point lead.
What was it? Biggest lead since what? Did it start 9-0 to start the ball game?
9-0 to start the game.
And a foul on the Yellow Jackets out near midcourt. That's only the first foul of the second half against Clinton. They picked up fouls quickly in the first half, but that's the first one of the second. 1:28 to go in the third.
Coach Post has done a lot of substituting tonight. Those 3 guards for Jonesboro Westside have been out there, I guess, almost every minute. Welch and Hedger.
Pass inside. Defense picks up. Huffstetler back outside to Hedger. 3-point attempt up and in. Pretty shot from the left-hander. 37-33.
Their second 3 of the night. Her first.
Linville down the floor to Keith on the drive. Defender there. And a foul called because Izzy Wolf kind of running with her. Maybe wanted to cut her off there before she got to the baseline.
That was a big shot by Hedger, too, because she's more dangerous, I think, driving to the basket. That time she hits the 3.
Inbound the ball to Standards. Shot in the lane. Won't go. Keith with the rebound and the putback. 2 more for Kinley Keith. 39-33. 1 minute to go in the third.
Boy, Kinley has really saved us tonight on the offensive end. Usually we say that on the defensive end.
And Gifford pokes it into the backcourt. Welch recovers. Pass ahead to Hedger. Here the sideline. Pull up 3. 1 defender in front.
Wow.
1 behind it. She gets her second 3. Same spot. 39-36.
Wow, what a shot by Hedger. He was double teamed.
Oh, Linville beats 1, and it'll take the second defender to kind of reach in and swing her around. That was Izzy Wolf. 2 free throws for Gracie Linville.
You know, if you're taking your pick, you're probably wanting Hedger and them to shoot the 3s. But they knocked them down. You got to give them credit for hitting those shots.
And Gracie's first free throw up and in. Substitution, Maggie Gresham into the ball game for the first time in the second half. Katie Gifford out. So you've got Gresham, Standridge, Linville, Parks, and Keith. 2 leading scorers for Clinton in the ball game, Keith and Parks.
1 more free throw left for Gracie.
40-36. The second one is up. Misses. And it belongs to Westside. 33 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't catch any rim on that, so ball goes over to Westside regardless of who knocked it out of bounds. And shot clock is off for the final 30 seconds.
Standards tries to fight through a screen on Huffstetler. And the pass inside, Sydney picks it off. 20 seconds, keeps it herself up the floor, across midcourt. Defense in front of her. Picks it up. Over to Keith. Back to Sydney. She's alone behind the three-point line now. She's going to step up, draw a double team. Back to Parks. She's open for three. This one's short off the rim. 8 seconds. Westside has it. Wolf gets it out the floor to Welch across midcourt. 4-3. He's going to drive, get in the lane. The runner is up. Won't go at the buzzer. And 40-36 is the Yellow Jacket lead over the Westside Warriors. There'll be a final fourth quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters: Joe and Hash, Art Telco, Troy Gorshowski of Edward Jones, by Clinton Real Estate, and by the Webb Family Auction, Penny Jean Fiber, and by First Service Bank of Clinton. Tonight's game brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters on KHPQ.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Well, we're heading to the fourth quarter here. The Yellow Jackets led by 1 at the end of the second quarter. They had a 7-point lead at one point of that third quarter, but they head into the final quarter with a 40-36 lead. Westside will have the ball to start the half. Megan Hedger has played a great game for Westside. She's got 19 points. And on the other side, Abigail Parks with 18 and Kinley Keith with 12. Where would we be without Kinley Keith tonight?
Hedger, a senior. She's playing for her high school basketball life. I mean, the loser of this game goes home. Their season comes to an end. The winner will live to play another day. Shot up short. Takes it out of the air is Linville. Down the floor to McDonald. On the runner on the left side. The shot up won't go off the rim. Inside rebound Gresham. It gets knocked away. Warriors recover. They'll try to take it back. Keith and Gresham. Coach Post wants to travel, and that's a call.
Jackets try to reach in, jump ball. Best thing for Clinton was when she fell over. It was a walking call. So Yellow Jackets will keep the possession arrow. May come in handy before this one's over.
Keith behind the three-point line to McDonald. Jumper is up, and there it is. Reese McDonald for three in front of the Yellow Jacket bench, 43-36.
Reese's first points of the night. It couldn't come at a bigger time. And Jackets again with a 7-point lead.
Equal to their largest lead of the second half. This Westside answer, this Hedger answer, like she did moments ago with back-to-back threes. It's Wolf out on the floor, going to dribble down against Parks. Right, left, spins on the block. Shot up, blocked by Parks. Tipped out of bounds, and it belongs to Clinton.
Great defense by Maggie Gresham. Held her ground. She knew that spin move was coming and held her hand straight up and blocked the shot.
That was Gresham, excuse me. I called that as Parks. Hey, pass down the floor to Standards. Gresham inside. And a good defensive effort by Wolf. She pokes it away. Westside comes up with Welch down the floor to Hedger. She'll catch and shoot the three. This one just short off the rim. Keith with a rebound. Ahead to McDonald. She's ahead of the pack. Welch catching up, but the left-handed layup soars. 45-36 equals the biggest lead of the ball game. 6:42 to go.
I think Westside wanted a timeout. The players didn't see her and kept playing.
Hedger
now
behind
she
the
gets
back. Gets in the lane, and there's the timeout by the Warriors. Let's take the break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance. FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
The Yellow Jackets led 40-36 to open the fourth quarter. They've been on a 5-0 run. They now lead 45-36. For the second time tonight, they have a 9-point lead. The first time came back with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Since then, it's been a dogfight. Westside will have it when we come back to play.
Number 1 versus number 4. But it's been a tight one in this one. Hedger with it. Close to guard by Linville. She'll scrape off a screen, run on the left side. Shot won't go. Rebound to Standridge. They'll try to double team her. Picks it up, gets to McDonald. She'll split 2 and run into Hedger, coming up to try to take away the ball. Foul on Megan Hedger.
Now the fouls in the second half piling up on Westside. That's team foul number 5. The Yellow Jackets 2 away from getting to the line.
Inbound the ball. McDonald, Keith, Linville, Standridge, and Gresham. The 5 on the floor. Reese got 5 points in the fourth. Bounce pass into Standridge. Got 3 defenders around her. Toss it back out to Keith. Pass up a 3. She'll dribble down, draw the defense. Back out to McDonald. 3-point basket by Reese McDonald. 8 points.
No hesitation from
half.
Reese now. Catch it, shoot it. And the Jackets by 12.
48-36. 5:40. Outside Hedger with it. Linville knocks away. A dive for it. McDonald. Hedger recovers. They'll try to take it away. Foul going to be whistled on Linville or Keith.
Jackets going to be a little aggressive on defense now. That's only the second team foul. It looks like
Goes against Kinley Keith.
those guards from Jonesboro Westside starting to wear down a little bit. They've been out there a long time tonight.
Third foul on Kinley Keith. I believe she's the only Yellow Jacket with more than a couple fouls. Deep 3 from the left side, just short off the rim. Rebound, Hedger's got it. And she'll be fouled before she got the shot attempt. Third team foul on the Yellow Jackets. West side to inbound from the baseline in front of the Clinton cheer squad in the student section. Bounce pass, Hedger in traffic, falls to the floor, loses the ball. The official's going to whistle a foul on the Yellow Jackets.
Now that may be on Kinley Keith, and that is not, which is not a good foul for us. Even that's only the fourth team foul, but it's 4 on one of your best defensive player.
Inbound ball to Hedger.
That's probably she's going to have to make a switch here to Welch.
Couple defenders. And Linville will pick up Hedger, and Westside's going to throw it out of bounds. Turnover, back to Clinton.
Keith moved over to Welch. Gracie Linville on Hedger, and Gracie's going to give up a little bit of size with her.
And McDonald across midcourt, pass ahead to Standridge. Kicks it out, swing it back. McDonald on the dribble.
Great pass.
Misses, gets it back, puts it up and in. Sydney Standridge 50-36. Yellow Jackets on a 10-0 run to start the fourth quarter.
Great drop-off pass by Reese.
And tight man-to-man defense. Hedger with a 3, just short off the rim. Out of bounds, it belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
And fatigue is really setting in now.
And long pass ahead to Keith. 3-on-2. Standridge behind the three-point line. She's going to dribble in. Left hand, right hand. Off the glass. Good. Sydney Standridge back-to-back field goes 52-36.
12-0 run for Clinton.
Behind the three-point line. Shot won't go by Hedger. Out of bounds. It belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
And you got to give Jonesboro Westside a lot of credit. They come here as a number 4 seed. They played their hearts out, but they've run out of gas now. The guards, such a good timeout by Coach over there, Coach Lehman. They need the timeout. They've just kind of run out of gas here, but you got to give them a lot of credit. They've hung in there for a long time now on the road, here at Clinton, and give them a lot of credit. You can tell them this during the break between the third and the fourth quarter. I said, hey, if Reese scores 5 points in this game, we're going to win the game. Reese came out and scored 5 points in the first minute and a half, and it looks like the Yellow Jackets are on their way with a 16-point lead. You just kind of had a feeling when Reese get going, then she'd be fine. Now Reese has 8 points here in the fourth quarter. And Kinley Keith, boy, she kept us afloat during the middle of the ball game offensively. Kinley with 12 points tonight. And, of course, Abigail Parks. She's Abigail Parks, 6'3" tonight. I know for people watching in from Jonesboro West Side, we see her do that almost every night.
And she's actually missed a couple in this ball game. Her three-point shooting percentage is often above 40%. She's missed a few tonight if you're watching for the first time, but she is lights out some nights. 4:12 to go in the ball game. 52-36. Pressure in the backcourt. Linville into McDonald. Standridge at midcourt. Gresham and Keith behind her. And they'll get it across. Linville picks up the dribble. Cross-court pass to Standridge. Sitting with that height that she can get out on the floor. She can play inside-outside. Well, she's a good relief valve. Those guards behind the three-point line. Now she'll get high post in the lane. She'll put up a two-pointer in front of the three-point line and knock it down. Sydney Standridge with another field goal, 54-36.
Sydney's got 12. She showed her versatility. She scored inside. She scored at the elbow. And she can also shoot the three. We hadn't seen that tonight, but she has that capability.
Long three-point attempt. Won't go. Short off the rim. Gresham takes it out of the air. Off to McDonald. Looks ahead. Long pass to Linville. She's on the left side. She'll take it all the way. She's fouled. And she'll take an inadvertent maybe swipe across the face. She's going to be okay. 2 free throws for Gracie Linville.
The Yellow Jackets probably did not play their best game in the first half. A lot of that probably had to do with Jonesboro West Side. They had 3 starters back, and they played extremely hard. But when you look back, it's going to be the Yellow Jackets have played 9 players in this game tonight, all throughout the ball game. I think that's made the difference, as Jonesboro West Side has seemed like they've hit the wall here in the last 4 minutes.
Yet to score in the fourth quarter. First free throw's up, 55. Second is good as well, 56-36. 3.5 minutes to go.
16-0 run here in the fourth quarter by Clinton.
Welch with it. Huffstetler out at the top. Hedger defended by Linville. Behind the three-point line, she'll step up, put it up, and good. Hedger, another three-point field goal, 56-39.
Yeah, Hedger's got 22.
And the steal near midcourt. Hedger's got it, left side off the glass, good. 5 quick points by Megan Hedger, 56-41.
And she's got 24.
Linville to Standridge, behind the three-point line to Keith. And
Go
back
Clinton, you
out
want to
high.
take care of the basketball. You're now in the bonus situation from here on.
Gresham at the high post. The jumper won't go. Gets her own rebound. She's strong. Takes it away. Yellow Jacket possession. Linville for 3. Top of the key. Won't go. Rebound tipped out by Keith. It goes into the backcourt. Out of bounds. It belongs to West Side. You might see Clinton jump into that kind of old 4 corners. Now, they can't run the game clock out with a 35-second clock this year, but we've seen that before in some games, and maybe play some keep away. West Side 5 quick points by Hedger. Welch on the drive. Kick it out. Another three-point attempt from the left side. This one's short. Going out of bounds. Huffstetler saves it off of Sydney Standridge out of bounds. So keep it with the Warriors.
So Spinks on that last shot. I think she is one of their top outside shooter, although Hedger she's hit them tonight.
Welch spins. 2-point attempt. Won't go. Kinley Keys played with those 4 fouls now for, 4 minutes or so. And off to Reese McDonald. Down the floor. Into the corner. Linville. Inside to Gresham. Spins left to right.
Oh.
And that right-handed hook, I think you've said before, that is almost unstoppable. Maggie Gresham's first tonight, 58-41.
Yeah, that is so difficult. You can't block it. The body creates space between you and the defender. And she's getting really good as a sophomore at that.
Hedger have 2 more and the foul. She drives on the left side, puts it up with the left hand. She may be having a career night, 58-43.
She had 31 against Piggott, so she's capable. She's got 26 points. Looking at number 27 for the lefty.
Just short off the front of the rim. Gresham takes the rebound to McDonald. Under 2 minutes to play. Pass ahead to Gresham for McDonald. Shot off the block. Misses. Gets her own rebound. Gets loose. Recovers. Back to McDonald with a three for double figures. Good. There it is. Well, it took her 4 quarters to get started, but Reese McDonald has 3 threes and a 2. 11 points. 61-43 is the lead. Hedger puts up a 3 on the move. It won't go. Rebound to Keith. Under a minute and a half.
Yeah, somebody looks at the stat sheet or something. Hey, Reese McDonald with 11. They don't know. She was scoreless through 3 quarters.
And now Clinton's going to get into the corners. Play keep away. The clock is West Side's biggest obstacle at this point. Katie McJunkins in the ball game. She's a senior. McDonald is a senior. Keith is a senior. Standridge is a senior. 1 minute to go, and those seniors are going to live to play another day. Opening round of the regional tournament. Westside with the steal. Hedger's got it. Long pass ahead. Welch on the drive. 2-on-1 to Huffstetler. Misses off the glass. Tipped around. Gresham to McJunkins. 45 seconds. Timeout by the official. Substitution. Out go the 4 seniors. In come 4 more. And those girls get a standing ovation from this Yellow Jacket crowd as last year's Final Four Class 3A team going to win on opening day here in the 4A regional tournament. We'll talk about what's upcoming for them for the rest of the week.
And I think Jonesboro Westside wants to get maybe some of their seniors out of the ball game for one final ovation. Didn't make the regional last year. They had a good season. They made the regional tournament this year. Got to give them a lot of credit to come in here, and they played the Yellow Jackets toe-to-toe for 3 quarters. They'll end their season 14-12, but they made it to the postseason.
Well, one senior's going to stay in the ballgame for the Yellow Jackets. That's Katie McJunkins, returning from that knee injury this year. Maybe getting all the minutes that she can for Coach Matthew Post. And get her into tournament form here in this final 45 seconds. Allison Wallace, Cameron Keith, Caden Brown, Anna Williams in the ballgame. Allison Wallace for 3. It's up. Off the rim, won't go. McJunkins with a rebound. She'll toss it back out behind the 3-point line. Cameron Keith on the drive. Left-handed shot up and in. Cameron Keith, 63-43. 10 seconds. West Side, final possession. Up the floor. Ava Jones across the lane. Knocked out of bounds by McJunkins. 4.9 to go.
Yellow Jackets will move on. They'll play at 4 o'clock Friday night in the semifinals. Yellow Jackets are the regional champions last year in the 3A East, looking to do it in the 4A East.
2 points by Maddox Curtin, and that will do it. The ballgame has come to an end. Clinton 63, the Jonesboro West Side Warriors 45 as the teams will line up, walk across midcourt, give a high five here on the opening day of regional, opening game of the regional, the first of 4 scheduled for today. It's good sportsmanship. Coaches as well. They'll shake hands. And it looks like they're going to head to midcourt or off the court as the cheerleaders are coming out for the next game, but they will gather up at midcourt. Both teams, they'll take hands and they'll have a post-game prayer here at Yellow Jacket Arena. Hope you're watching with us right now on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, watching the ball game as they gather up. And we will step away for just a moment. When we return, we'll give you some final numbers, and we'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets. Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Yellow Jacket Arena, it was tight for a long time for 3 quarters, but the Yellow Jackets pull out with a 16-0 run in the 4th quarter to pull away for a 63-45 win. You look at the paper tomorrow, the game was much closer than the final score. Yellow Jackets jumped out to a 9-0 lead, but only led 11-10 at the end of the 1st quarter. Led 25-24 at the half. Had kind of eked out a 40-36 lead heading into the 4th quarter. And then that 16-0 run highlighted by Reese McDonald's 11 points in the 4th quarter. And the Yellow Jackets pull away to win by a score of 63-45. Scoring for Jonesboro Westside, Addison Montgomery with 2 points. Lainey Welch, one of their top scorers. The Yellow Jackets held her to only 6 points tonight. Another starter, Elizabeth Huffstedler, the 5'11 post player, did not score tonight. Destiny Hale, 4 points in the game. Maddox Curitan had 2 points at the end, and Izzy Wolf with a 3-pointer tonight. And the leading scorer tonight for Jonesboro Westside, the senior Megan Hedger with 26 points on the night, 17 in the second half. For the Yellow Jackets, Cameron Keith came off the bench, scored 2 points. Maggie Gresham with 2 points. Gracie Limble with 3, all those at the free throw line. She was 3 of 4. Katie Gifford had 1 point. Kinley Keith, 12 points on the night. In fact, the Yellow Jackets had 3 players in double figures. Kinley Keith with 12. Sydney Standridge with 12. Reese McDonald with 11. All of those in the 4th quarter. And Abigail Parks, another usual night for Abigail. 6 3-pointers tonight. She finishes the night with 18 points. The Yellow Jackets were 2, 4, 6, 8. They were 6 of 8 at the free throw line for 75%. Yellow Jackets would end the night with 7, 8, 9, 10 3-pointers on the night. Only had 1 they had 4 at half, 6 in the second half. And the Yellow Jackets win this one tonight by a score of 63-45. The Yellow Jackets are now 23-6 on the year, and they'll move on to the semifinals, and that'll be Friday night at 4 o'clock here at the arena. The Yellow Jackets have now, I think that's 15 wins in a row for Clinton. Jonesboro Westside, they'll end their season at 14-12. It was a good season for the Lady Warriors, as they did not make the regional tournament last year, and they do appear this year. They finished the year 14-12. Well, I think First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, I think I would go with Kinley Keith. She another great game on defense. We're used to that, but tonight she kept us in the ball game offensively during the middle there when the Yellow Jackets were having problems scoring, and she scored 12 points tonight, 7 of those in the first half.
Yeah, fantastic effort. And I'm trying to think, I don't know if she ever went out of the ball game tonight. We saw some substitution. There are 9 players for the most part until the very end there for Coach Matthew Post. I don't know if Kinley ever went out. And I think she was the only player to pick up 3 fouls, and then she was the only player to pick up a 4th foul. She picked that up relatively early in the 4th quarter, played the rest of that ball game without falling out. Again, trying to take on maybe the toughest offensive player for Westside, and just up and down the floor, and still had the legs and the energy to score offensively as well. So a fantastic effort. I agree with you, Kinley Keith, and even Judge Susan Weaver. It wasn't just us watching it. She texted me from the arena and says, it's got to be Kinley Keith, hands down. So maybe everybody in the arena saw that tonight. Our First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. Hey, stop in over the next day or two in their branch in the Northside Shopping Center. Tell them you enjoy listening to Yellow Jacket basketball here on KHBQ and see what they can do for you. Financial products, banking services. That's First Arkansas Bank and Trust.
Well, the Yellow Jackets live to play 3 more days, that's for sure, and maybe more after that. But they battled through tonight. They've been through a lot of battles over the years. They played a tough schedule with a lot of big schools, and even when they didn't play quite as well tonight, they got the job done, and they took over in the fourth quarter and did what good teams do. They hit their free throws down the stretch, got the win. Tip my hat to Coach Post. I think the substitution game tonight was a definite advantage for the Yellow Jackets as they played 9 players through the first 3.5 quarters, and I think they eventually kind of wore down Jonesboro Westside, their guard-oriented offense, as those young ladies from Jonesboro Westside played a lot of minutes tonight. Well, we'll see tomorrow night. It'll be the senior boys. They play at 5:30 tomorrow night as they'll take on the number 2 seeded Brooklyn Bearcats here at the arena as they try to punch their ticket to the state tournament.
I've been telling folks over the last day or two, talking about the tournament coming up and girls playing today, boys playing tomorrow, and kind of handicapping those games just a bit. I said, our boys are really good. Brooklyn's going to be really good. That's a fantastic 3-2 matchup. I guess when you get to the end of the season, you're at the regional tournament, all the teams are good. Hey, we got the home court advantage, hopefully, but that is going to be quite a matchup tomorrow night. Hope folks can come out.
Definitely want to come out, Brooklyn, with a lot of basketball tradition, and I got one of the best coaches, I think, in the state of Arkansas, Bobby Gross, and it'll be a head-to-head matchup between him and Judson Smith, and the Yellow Jackets have some great players, and so does Brooklyn, so it should be a really good ball game. If you're listening out there and you're not a fan of either team, but you like basketball, you may want to come in tomorrow night and watch that one. Down in front of us, we got the number 1 seed Little Rock Christian team out of our conference. They're taking on Highland out of the 4A3 conference. That's the next game here tonight. Also, the Batesville Southside Lady Southerners, the number 1 team on the other side of the bracket. They're here. They've been scouting the Lady Yellow Jackets tonight, and they will play Pulaski Academy. That game coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. And then the number 1 boys team in the state of Arkansas, Blytheville, will be here tonight at 8:30 as they take on Lone Oak. So a lot of basketball starting today and running through Saturday.
Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast today. Again, live streaming Clinton's games. And as far as the other games in action, you'll just have to check out those schools, see if anybody, if you want to pick up any of those other games, if you can't make it out to the arena. But certainly glad you could be with us. We'll head to the hospitality room here in a moment. Heather Dufran is running the hospitality room tonight. I saw some other folks from Clinton's First Baptist Church, and they always do well here. Athletic Director Chris Dufran says, the other coaches, officials, they always like to come to Clinton because you feed them well when it comes to tournament times. Thanks to Heather and her crew. We'll mention some of those other folks and other sponsors who are helping out with that this week as the games go on. Well, thanks for tuning in today. For Kelsey Robinson, our studio engineer, for Laura O'Neill, our video engineer, for my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHP